Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing Robin Annual number 6. Now, this starts out with Robin and Huntress in a big lineup, and there looks to be against the Trigger twins, which they actually are. Then it flashes back to present time at the time this book was being made, and Paige Willaham, aka Tanya Trigger, who really isn't Tanya Trigger, just Paige Willaham, pretending to be Tanya Trigger, basically frees Tad and Tom Trigger, convinces them their sister so that they'll be in a cheap team basically, and they start doing heists. Very simple. It felt like they just kind of threw 90s heroes in an Old West theme, and they really made it feel Old Westy, so I kind of wish it was like a one-shot 80-page giant that they did this with like Nighthawk, Powwow Smith, and Shotgun Smith. It would have made a lot more sense. Instead, it just felt very like Old West, and then there's just kind of Robin and Huntress kind of there. Well, alas, Robin and Huntress is acting like a huge bitch this whole book, and then Robin is basically, they find the Trigger twins, and then they go to this Old West place where they get in the big quote-quote shootout, and then they trick them, and then they get confused, and instead of shooting their guns when they're confused, they just don't shoot, and they win the fight. It's really contrived. There's no reason it should be there, and it's basically very terrible book. The cover looks really cool, though. I like how it's painted and everything. There's other pulp heroes, and it looks like the other ones are a lot better. It just feels like this one was just thrown into an annual. I'll see what the other ones, just some of the other ones, like I clicked on the Wonder Woman quick, and they all have original stories. It just felt very contrived, and I don't know why they threw Huntress in there. It just didn't make any sense. I see what they were trying to do, and I think it would have been a lot better if it didn't feel like they threw 90s style characters in a very Old West setting. And it feels very 90s, like Tim Drake, even in like 2006, is a lot different than Tim Drake in 1990, so it was pretty bad. The art in there was decent, and the art on the front was awesome, and I don't mind pulp heroes and stuff, or always these old-fashioned stories that they try and do once in a while. This one was just awful, though. Definitely not a pickup in my book. Very stupid story. I don't know if the Trigger twins are supposed to be smart or not. I heard of them before, and I'm fairly familiar with them, but I've only seen them once in a while as kind of like background characters, and from what I can tell, they're basically really stupid in this book, and comedy relief that doesn't even work. So overall, I'll give this book like a 6 out of 10. It was pretty bad, and that's all for today, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, etc. So yeah.